Yeah, I drew a little cat that said "Go Kentucky," and then turn to the back, and then of course it says the orange and blue drive, and and of course Smokey is running the cat up the field goal thing. Like I did that because of course I'm in Tennessee, so they gave me a Tennessee shirt, beating the Wildcats, and but yeah, I edited it because I might go Kentucky. But I was wanting, and that I was reading this, and what was it, last year?
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to participate.
Yeah. And you cried.
Yeah, I cried. I made a video about it. I was so depressed about it. But it says, can I donate if I have sickle cell disease or even the trait? You cannot donate if you have sickle cell disease, which is also the trait. Hold on. You should not donate whole blood if you have sickle cell trait, because your blood will clog the filters that is applied to whole blood units. You can donate platelets if you are a sickle cell trait carrier, and that's what that said.
What if you could donate plasma? Then you might be able to donate plasma.
Yeah, but it's not donating blood.
Well, it is essentially. You're giving your blood, but your blood's put back in your system.
Yeah, but they won't even accept that. I had to sign a paper. Like, I felt like a criminal. I felt so disgusting because I had to sign a paper. I had to give my thumbprint, and they took a picture of my ID. Like, I was filthy. Like, I felt filthy. Like, I felt like they was like, okay, you have AIDS and now you're in the system. And like, they told me no, and I wasn't going to like go and force somebody to take my blood. Like, that's how I felt. I felt so dirty and so filthy when they're like, you got to sign this and we need your thumbprint and your ID. Like, I'm just going to be like, okay, well, if you won't take it, I'll go somewhere else. No, I don't want to hurt anybody. I wasn't doing it for the money. Like, I was doing it because, like I loved participating in that. And I felt, okay, I'm donating my blood to help somebody in need. And I was like, I want to donate my organs. I can't do that. They told me, nope, you can't donate your organs. And I'm just like I wrote on the back, like when you get your state ID or your driver's license, I put, I'm a whole body organ donor. I can't be that. I won't, if somebody can use my eyeballs as bad as they are, or my lips, or my like skin, blood, any and everything, they like, I want to donate. I was like, I marked that I was a whole body organ donor, and I can't do that. And I feel like, okay, I don't smoke, so hopefully my lungs will still be good. And somebody that needs a lung transplant, they can't use it. And I feel like, okay, they're there. Just let them have it. Like, I don't need them anymore if I'm dead. My heart probably not good because I'm obese. But, if they can use it, I want them to use it. Retinas. Like, my eyes are horrible because of the tumor cerebri. The water retention in the brain, are messing up my octave nerves. But if they can use them, they can have it. Skin, whatever. Kidneys, liver. Like, I don't drink. So my kidney my kidneys should still be good. My liver's probably fatty because I'm obese. But if they can use it, they can have it. But because I'm now on the register saying do not accept anything from this person, like I'm filthy, like I have an STD or STI or that I have a disease, like that I'm filthy, they can't use it. And that bothers me more than anything. Because I wish, and this, it's gonna sound bad, I wish that I did not tell them, because like I told them, it wasn't like they tested me. It was like, oh wait, hold on, you got this, and like they didn't find out. I volunteered because, like I said, I was doing it for like to help people, and I mean, and I know in last year's video, I really can't laugh at it, but I mean, what can I do? I was like, I didn't get my certificate for my full, because like they was giving away a McDonald's card or, coupon where you can go and get a meal. And I was like, I didn't even get my McDonald's meal. I mean, they gave me a shirt, but it wasn't in my size. I mean, it made me feel dirty. And I say, oh yeah, I didn't get my meal, and that sounds funny, I'm fat, but it really bothered me that I didn't get to donate and help people with blood. And back on the health problems that I personally have, that I contribute to the sickle cell trait is, and the reason why I say that I am like in the rare cases, because I'm anemic. They say, oh, that don't have nothing to do with it. Okay, well, what is it? Because yes, I don't have sickle cell anemia, but I am anemic. I've had two rounds of the iron infusions because I'm anemic. I have the vitamin deficiency, which every month I get B12 shots because my body doesn't absorb, like I can't take vitamins because my body doesn't absorb the medicine. Like I can't absorb certain pills, or my body absorbs it, but it gets rid of it so fast. Or that's what it is. My body gets rid of the vitamins so fast that my body doesn't have a chance to, or my blood doesn't have a chance to absorb it. So I have multiple deficiencies like vitamin D, vitamin B12. I'm anemic. And like when I got my spinal tap last November, like I was basically, in my opinion, on death's door. Like a spinal tap has never did that to me. I was literally in bed for 9 days. Yeah. Like, and when I say in bed, I was in bed for 9 days. I got up, I used the bathroom. I was to the point that my kidneys were slowly shutting down. Like my body was shutting down. I went to the hospital, and when I urinated for them, it was pure blood. Where my kidneys were shutting down, and it was starting to stop filtrating my like the waste in my body. I like ate maybe 1 or 2 bites, like spoonfuls, like regular size spoonfuls of food a day. And I mean, 2 spoonfuls under 500 calories. My body has never did that to a spinal tap. So that's why I say that I have the crisis or episodes. I call them episodes. But they say that I can't because I only have the trait. But come on.
Okay, we got this here.
Hold on.
This is from the CDC. It's examples of some of the things that you should look for to know when you need to go to the doctor and find out if you've got sickle cell trait or disease. It says if you have pain when traveling 2, or exercising at a high altitude, which we kind of went over that. That was something you'd look for. They should tell their healthcare provider. People, if you have the sickle cell trait and you get an eye injury, you should seek medical attention immediately. It says that you need to drink plenty of water during your exercises, and that you should contact your medical doctor immediately if you notice blood in your urine, as she just discussed with the urine having blood in it.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things you kind of need to look for if you see anything like that, even if you don't know your family history and you're having these issues. Go seek medical attention. See if it might be that.
And bringing it back to other things, I was watching T-Boz, which is she's in, I don't know if some of y'all are too young or if y'all, are my age. I'm 33. TLC, T-Boz. She has sickle cell disease and anemia, sickle cell anemia. And she was saying that she was just touching a little bit on her personal thing. And she was like when it gets too hot, or no, hold on.
Yeah,
who was saying? No, somebody was saying it. Somebody else was saying it. Yeah, well, I was saying.
Keep your body cool.
Yeah, my thing is there was like if it's like way too hot, you have a sickle cell crisis, or if it's too cold. Like I said, I have the trait, and I feel so good when it's really hot. Like if you know me, like in real life, you will see me walk around in 90-degree weather with a jacket on. And people's like, how are you wearing a jacket?
She's doing something.
Like people's like, why? Like, how can you wear a coat or a jacket in 90-degree weather? Like, and sometimes I sweat and sometimes I don't. But the heat makes me feel so much better. Now, the cold, it feels like, and if y'all seen my video last year, in November, when I had the spinal tap, was it November or was it?
I don't remember.
Because when I went to the hospital after the spinal tap, I was like, I felt like my bones, like I felt like I had ice in my bones. Like I left the hospital early because like they were doing more tests, and I was like, nope, I'm just gonna leave. I felt like somebody literally put ice water in my veins. I was deathly cold. I left the hospital and I was like, I can't be in here. And I told Gary, I was like, Gary, it's like, I'm unnaturally cold. And like, I'm like that year round. In 80-degree weather, I'm usually freezing. And I know, like, and it's not like 100% every single time. But basically, in 90-degree weather, I mean, like, about 75, right, is when I'm like, okay. To people that are like in 50-degree weather, I'm like that in 75-degree weather. That's why I wear coats or I wear jackets when it's like 80 degrees, because I'm cold. I'm literally cold, and people don't understand. Like, and I didn't know that could have been a sign of the sickle cell trait, because I have always, since I was little, my mama tell you, she always was like, oh, you're so weird. Why do you have pants and a trench coat on? And, this was the early 90s where the weather was like, like when summers were like 110 degrees, which I say the 90s because, like I said, I used to walk around barefooted with trench coats on and like pants and sweaters. And my mom was like, you're weird. Go in there and get on some shorts. And I'm like, I'm cold. And she's like, oh, you're just like your daddy. he has sickle cell trait. You know, my mom she always like, oh, you know, you're weird. You know, you need to take off that trench coat or need to take off that big coat. I have always been like that. When I was in high school, people used to, like, and I used to wear a starter jacket, which was a pullover starter jacket. I'll never forget. It was Charlotte Hornets. I had a pullover Charlotte Hornets starter jacket, and I wore that year round from August till, you know, May when we got out of school. Every single day, and people are like, why does she have on a starter jacket? Do she not know it's like 90, 100 degrees out here? I was cold. And T-Boss, I think she says that, you know, extreme heat or extreme cold affects her sickle cell anemia. And God rest his soul, Prodigy, that was in Mobb Deep, died earlier this year. I say he died from a sickle cell episode crisis. And I mean, of course, they're like, oh, he died, he choked on an egg. You know, God bless him. And they were saying that he felt ill after flying to Arizona. He had a meet and greet or something to do in Arizona, which is extremely hot. It was the end of spring coming into summer. Extremely hot weather, and he flew. And I just read it to you, that high altitude, and like I told you, the doctor told me specifically, you cannot fly because it will cause bubbles. Like, he told me it would form bubbles in your blood and make you have a sickle cell episode or sickle cell crisis. I say sickle cell episode. I'm just saying, it's a very scary disease, but it's also, you know, it's common and it's normal. But I have made a very long video, which I might have to do a part 1, part 2 of Vlogtober, because it's like over a 40-minute video. I'm sorry. I am very long-winded. Y'all know me.
They would be so mad.
Shut up.
Savannah, we don't have fire on the car, honey.
Mom is on the video. Hush.
I'll let y'all go. Savannah's worried about fire on the car. I don't know what she's talking about. Alright, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.